y'all adding more to it than what it actually is. I'm not being funny. I'm not being, you know what I'm saying? Just be mindful of the stuff that y'all put out there, because some of the stuff that y'all put out there is not factual and it's not true. You understand what I'm saying? And don't do that. Um Everybody know I don't say much. I'm not going to say much. I'm not going to discuss anything. I'm not going to do none of that type of stuff. When it comes to certain things, I know how to keep my mouth closed, and I know not to say nothing. But I am going to say this. You got to be crazy as hell to think that Chyna 504, would send anybody any documentation on anything dealing with what I have going on right now. You could assume that I did, but you got to be out your mind to really think that I would do something like that. Y'all have to know what y'all speaking on before y'all speak on it. And that's real talk. You could predict and you could have an opinion. But if you don't know facts, then I would suggest you say allegedly. Just being real. Say allegedly. That makes it look a lot better for y'all that's recapping this tea, are putting false narratives out there in the atmosphere. Because to be real, nobody really knows what's going on. Nobody. Because I know I, for one, don't speak on nothing. I, for one, don't say anything. So just giving y'all a little bit of advice, or why even speak on it if you don't really know what's going on. I'm just keeping it a book. But please don't accuse me of doing some stuff that I have not done. I would greatly appreciate it if you are one of those that's accusing me of doing stuff that I absolutely have not done. You get what I'm saying? So please, Miss April, hey now. So please just keep that in mind. Don't accuse me of doing something. Again, I don't know how y'all think stuff is set up in New Orleans, but in New Orleans, you have to pay to receive documents here, which means if you acting like you me trying to get documents, that means you have to pay for it with your debit card or your credit card, which means that it could be traced that it wasn't Chyna 504. So before y'all go out there accusing people and saying that I sent documents to somebody, to know what you're talking about, please. Please know what you're talking about. I don't have a reason to do none of that. Thank you. And thank you very much. Please don't accuse me of nothing that you don't know to be true. I ain't coming for nobody. I ain't arguing with nobody. I'm just saying, please don't do that. Y'all have to have common sense. I'd be a fool to do some stuff like that to jeopardize everything that I have going on. Y'all have to be smarter and think outside the box. I'd be a fool to do some stuff like that. Real talk. I would definitely I would be one of the dumbest people on the app to do some stuff like that. Just being honest. Definitely would be one of the dumbest people to do some stuff like that. I don't know yet. I don't even know. Shit. I'm trying to get there. Period, Miss April. How you, Miss April, you up? Well, it's already 7 something now. It's already 7 something. I'm like, what you doing up this early? But I forgot most people start their stuff and start their day off early. Hey, Lady Lisa. Good morning. Yep, laying in bed, girl. I gotta get up and go to work. You been missing? I have, y'all. I've been MIA. MIA. I peek in and I peek out. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. A lot of people take you taking the absence or you taking some time away, or whatnot. And I say this all the time. People think when they be like, oh, I don't okay, call me. Definitely call me. I was waiting on your ass to call me back yesterday. You must have went home and went to sleep, huh? You went to sleep. When we got off the phone yesterday, you must have went to sleep. I was in the bed anyway. Um, oh, I'm gonna tell you in 1 second. So y'all gotta look at it like this. Let me give y'all some gems and some jewels right fast. Some gems and some jewels. When a person say, or people that, or people be like, oh, I don't F with that person no more, I don't fool with this person no more. Take that, y'all, and take it as a blessing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I remember me telling y'all like a while back, I used to ask God, please remove anything and anyone around me that's out to hurt, harm, or hinder me. So while people thinking like they cut you off and you don't deal with them no more and stuff like that, take it as a blessing, because that may be something or someone that God removed away from you because they didn't mean you no good. They didn't mean mean you well. They wanted to have championship, period. You're going to be exhausted on Thursday. So y'all don't take everything. See, we so conditioned and we so calculated that we look at everything in a negative light, and we just expect the worst out of everything. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all take time to yourself and reflect on shit. Reflect on shit you did. Reflect on shit that you could have did differently. Reflect on how you gonna do things differently in the future and different stuff like that. Like, real talk. I'm happy you stepped away when you did, because this app is steady going down. Absolutely it is. And y'all, man, people laugh and be like, oh, you got ran off. Man, let me tell you, I didn't get ran off anywhere. I just felt like protecting my peace and, spending more time with my family and more focusing on my marriage and, and things of that nature. I just felt like that's more important to me. I'm about to be a grandma again. You know what I'm saying? My baby lost her first baby. Now we got a rainbow baby coming. So I'm enjoying all of that, going to doctor's appointments, and I found out the gender next month. You know what I'm saying? So I got so much to be thankful for. I got a job that I fucking love to the point of no fucking return. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. So y'all listen, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I just chose to do things differently. Have I always been a pleasant person to like? Absolutely not. Have I done things that I'm not proud of? Absolutely. Have I shit? All of us then did some shit we not happy of. All of us then did things we not proud of. But it's not about, you know what I'm saying? You can't stay stuck in that atmosphere. You can't stay stuck in that same place. I just don't want to be stuck in that place. And I'm telling you, like, sometimes you gotta sacrifice some shit. I said that before. Yeah, we all have skeletons. I had to sacrifice some stuff. Like, this app, it bring you money, but it bring you a lot of drama. It bring you a lot of turmoil, and it bring you a lot of it just bring you a lot of unnecessary baggage that you just don't need. And a lot of people say, oh no, because you on the messy side in this. Man, let me tell you something. This app, it doesn't matter what side you on. If you don't pick a side on this app, and you guilty by association a lot of times. And I'm not talking about just with me. I'm not talking about with me. I'm talking about in general. You have to pick a side. You have to. And it's messed up that we grown and you have to do that. But that's just the gist of it. No matter how you look at it, No matter how you cut it down the middle, no matter how you, nothing. You have to pick a side. And I just feel like if you don't, you a casualty of war. You a casualty of war. It's like you can't even peacefully go and sit in nobody's room because somebody else may feel a certain type of way. You can't even say good morning because somebody else may feel a certain type of way. You have to tiptoe around and all of that type of stuff. Instead of people dealing with people and being like, okay, look, my friendship with you, my relationship with you, it's not going to interfere that if you talking to somebody, game of battleship. Yep. Why can't we be grown? If you know you solid as a person and solid as an individual, why can't but I'm gonna sit right. I understand that, but some people don't. But I just feel like this. If you talk to a person outside the app, if you deal with a person outside the app, or vice versa, or y'all just real cool on the app, and then you got somebody else that you deal with that don't like each other, it is possible. People say you can't be friends with two enemies. You absolutely can still be friends. Because they read right. You absolutely can be friends with two people, you guys, that's at odds. You can. The way that you do that, good morning. The way that you do that is you stay the fuck out the way. When one person come tell you something, you be like, all right, I don't want to do that because I'm cool with her. When the other person come tell you something, oh, I don't want to do that because I'm cool with him. You get what I'm saying? Stay your ass fucking neutral, because I'm gonna tell you what happens. Thank you guys. What I'm gonna tell you what happens. 9 times out of 10, what happens is them two people eventually, not in all cases, it's gonna be exposed. You get what I'm saying? If they not talking to each other, what they said and what you said is eventually gonna be exposed, and it's gonna look like you in the middle is the messy person, and you in the middle was the one keeping up all the shit. Keep your comments to yourself. Don't even listen to that shit. If somebody telling you something about somebody, cut that shit short. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. But we as individuals got to be grown as well to know. I'm just keeping it real. We as individuals got to be grown enough to know where you stand, where you as a person stand. If you know that you ain't did no shit, and you know that, you know what I'm saying, you're not going back and forth, you ain't doing all of that, then you can't be mad at another person for being cool with somebody else that you're not cool with. Long as you solid with them and they know where you stand as a friendship and where you stand as an individual, it shouldn't be open for discussion. You can't be mad at somebody else for talking to somebody else that you don't talk to. You can't. Because at that point, you fall in the same category with everybody else that's trying to be manipulative, vindictive, and trying to control people. You can't do that. You can't do that. If you know you solid as a person and you doing what's right, good morning. You can't get mad at somebody else because they cool with somebody you not. Why are you gonna be mad at something like that? So that means that you giving a person that you not cool with control to dictate your life. Still, you still giving them control of your life, because now you bad, and you probably then possibly lost out on a friend because they cool with somebody you not cool with. What do that have to do with you? Long as they not running their mouth talking and going back and forth, it shouldn't affect you. It really shouldn't affect you. It should not affect you at all. It should not. Don't put no address. I don't know what that is. What is that? Let me Google and see what that is, because I don't know what the hell that is. What address is that? Because please don't put no addresses in my thing. Hold on. What the hell is that? The old mattress, though. I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that is. It's a historic building. I know that. I knew it was here in New Orleans because it had Tulane, but I didn't know what the hell it was. That's I'm like, what is that? Cause they'd be swearing up and down. That's why I'm like Rosenberg. Yep, they'd be swearing up and down. Winter,
Hey, boo. That's the old address for the Tulane address.
I see now.
It used to be 1825
25.
Tulane.
Yeah, that's I'm like, what the hell is they talking about? But you know when you reading it, you know when you read it, you just like 1825, but it's the song 1825.
1825.
Ooh, like
Yeah,
yep.
they used to be the
I was
old.
like, what the hell she talking about?
They used to be the old address, girl. That
What
was the
you
old
doing,
address.
Pooh?
Nothing, girl. My vehicle with this thing. I had sent you that thing to tell you she marching. I don't know if your baby marching too.
When?
The parade.
Yeah, they sent me the parade schedule.
So I seen you see without rain or without.
I'm gonna text you the ones we doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
make
I
because
got.
I'm gonna be walking. I
No,
ain't
I'm
been
not
doing nothing else.
hosting y'all. Huh?
I ain't been doing much, just chilling.
Yeah,
That's it.
girl,
Go
boy.
ahead with your live, but I wanted to tell you that. That's what
All right.
that
I'm like, what the hell she said?
is.
Hey, beauty is my name.